course, it's probably not going to let me do live chat again. Turn on the torch, light up the flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. Hello. I'm here. You can see me in my reflection. Oh, excuse me. Life goes on, right? Right. Okay. Let's see what it's saying. And I know I probably can't, again, do live chat. No, it won't let me do live chat. I have no clue what I'm doing wrong. I will figure it out eventually. Sorry, people. Just the way it's going to have to be. I was just over on Twitch doing a few things, and this was a snake fumed with silver that I did. This was a Jewish rabbi. No, I mean a rabbit. Never mind. Nice to know that there's people watching already. And here I also did a conch shell, and I really love these guys. They've been doing really nice for me. I also fumed a little earlier. I did this is a piece of quartz octopus, and I fumed it with silver. That's why it's got all that nice gold shine going on it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I haven't understood why I cannot do the live chat. I guess I've got to do it through my Chromium, but then I'd have to change the cameras and I wouldn't get as high detail. So it's a give or take here. I want the live feed, but I can't have the live feed. I don't know what to do. We'll get there eventually. I will figure it out. But thanks for being out there, guys. Now, today, I did a little bit of dichro yesterday, and I did a little bit of a marble yesterday. Live feed, and I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, excuse me. Let's get into, again, I'm going to do a rabbit, mainly because Easter's coming up. And, whoa, too far, too fast. But everybody needs to learn how to do a rabbit, right? Right. This is a simple rabbit. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. Uh-oh. I had a little bit of a problem under here that I have to fix. Okay, that's all doing good. Let's try this again. There we go. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, rabbits. They are a unique little critter, the type I do anyway. It's a very simple, basic shapes, and as I've said many a time, shape on shape makes a big difference. Learning those shapes, putting them together, making new shapes, you can come out with many things. And it's just a matter of learning these shapes and learning where, just like writing a word on a page, you take it and you got many letters that you put together, like CAT makes one word in your mind, and you have no problem figuring out what that word is. But then you take and change one letter in that word, HAT, and it becomes a totally different word in your mind, totally different image. The same thing with the glass. You can make a horse, but if you stretch the neck out and curve it some more and add wings and claws, you now have a dragon instead of a horse. And that's the way life is. You just gotta, learn to put it all together. Nice to know that there's 2 people out there watching. I am sorry that I cannot do the video chat, the live chat as well. I will figure this out, and if you can't do it on the cell phone, I guess I got to resort to doing live feeds other places and just putting it live here. I'm sorry. I do like when I do Facebook Live, I get a chance to chat with people as I am working away. And that's the tail, by the way. And I'm going to hold on to it by. Cold weld there. Let's start working on the head. But yeah, getting live feedback does help. Oh, after I do this rabbit, I was challenged last night by a person that was watching. We couldn't chat live, but after I finished with the live feed, he actually started talking to me on Messenger, and well, he wants me to try to do a bee, and I will be all that I can be and put that to the test. Ha ha ha. We shall see. Here are the ears to this rabbit. And here comes the flattening. Of the ears. You don't really have to flatten them that much, but I did anyway. And then I sort of lay them back a little bit. The floopy ear to boonies. There we go. See? Excuse me. Let's give it some eyes. Bring it down a little bit. One eye there, and one eye over here. It's fun trying to make sure that the eyes are across from each other. It's a talent. You've got to keep practicing. One might be a little bit forward, one might be a little bit back. Nice to see that there's a few people out there watching. Thank you for being there. You make my life a whole lot easier to do my glass blowing, because the more audience I have, I think I do better glass work. What can I say? Okay, legs. We got to do the 4 legs to this guy, and after that, he'll be done. Actually, I think I'm going to fume him as well, just like I fumed that last one. Front legs. And I do apologize again for not figuring out. I thought I did, but we'll get it right. One way or t'other. Even if I have to watch about 3 or 4 videos from YouTube instructional. How to do live chat feed on your channel. Even if I have to cross 3 I's and dot 2 T's. I'll figure it out. It's one thing I am, is persistent. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be in the glass blowing business that I am today. 5 people watching. Great. I appreciate that. Rabbits are a lot of fun. And after this guy, I wish again that you guys could chat amongst yourselves and make some, or come up with an idea. But one leg, next leg coming up, and the actual last leg of the journey. Now the silver that I'm going to use is basically from a silver coin, a 999.9 type silver. Chunked it down, and I just use very, very little of it. And it stretches a long way, in other words. Now, here we go. On this end of this piece here, there it is. You can see that whiter yellow than the rest of it. That's a little chunk of silver, and you got to warm it in. This is on a piece of boro, and actually I've got, oh, whoa, that's nice. It fell into my lap. Nice, nice. I missed my pillow. If nothing for that, I missed my pillow. Okay, I was going to adjust the flame, take out the oxygen from the outer flame completely, and we're just basically, doesn't have to be a really sharp flame to do silver fuming. You see how long it is? Now I think I've already warmed up this piece, so it's just a matter of exciting the silver, and it's going to jump from one piece to the other and embed on the surface of the glass. Boom. Popped right on there. There we go. I'm going to give it an extra little bit of fume and sharpen it up a little bit, which just give it more of a silver tone now. Oh yeah. Do a little bit of both. But now you can see the color in it really, really dark and deep. But it does the job. And you've got one silver fumed hippity happity burning. Yo, we got the burning here. He hippity hoppity all over the place. It's one thing about my pets. You don't have to worry about feeding them or picking up after them. Okay, bad joke. But it does the job. Okay, we got yellow. And do I have a brown? Let's use white. No. A lighter yellow. No? Come on. No, all right. Yellow and dark. We'll be all that we can be with this two colors. This will be more like a hornet color, but it'll still do the job. And the only way to do this is to stripe it, basically. You just add one color to the other. Make sure they're about the same size. Okay. Now we'll cold weld that and stripe up the rest of the bee. Got 7 people watching. That's a good thing. Thank you for being out there. I do appreciate it. I know I have not been doing live feeds in a very, very long time, and since I've not been doing live feeds, somehow I've forgotten how to do live chat along with the live feeds. Sorry, folks. I'm apologizing. I know I shouldn't apologize for stuff I can't control. So, we'll survive. And now all I'm going to do is basically start striping up. I've got a yellow. I've got a black. Now I've got another yellow stripe. Now do another black stripe. Can't see the colors because how bright the glass is. Yeah. Now let's bring out the outer ring to melt this out a little bit quicker. Yeah, I could do it with just a single flame. Matter of fact, most of the time I try to do it just with a single flame, because that way you guys can see. You know, most of you don't have the heavy-duty big torch that I have. All you have is a nice single flame, or even a minor burner or whatever, but that's okay. It's not that you make do, but you learn to work with what you have. Don't think it's a bad thing. Okay, I think that's going to be the body. And we're going to put the tail on this end. Actually, I need to put one more. I'll put a cold weld over here on this side. Yeah, well, we got this. We got this. Cold weld on this side. And now we're going to put the black body. And then we'll put some wings on this baby. And legs. Well, not as necessary, but if you get it right. Here we go. There's the body. And here's the head. We're going to give it green eyes. Looking good so far, I think. You can actually see the colors coming off of it now. That last one is, yeah, you can see the black and yellow stripes. I don't do too many bees, I'll have to admit. It hasn't been the hive of my existence. Bad joke. I know. 8 people watching now, that's good. Let's do 3 legs on this side. And there's sure like going to be, I wouldn't say honorary legs, but there'll be legs. Nonetheless. 3 legs on this side. And 3 legs on this side. It's learning to adjust your distance and also make sure you got room for everything. When I do octopi, it's the same way. I make sure I've got room for all of them before I put them up there. And that flattens well. Oh, what is it that you get going with glass and you end up getting an itch on the end of your nose or wherever, and it just like, drives you crazy. And you have to sort of stop and take a break every once in a while and scratch whatever happens. Okay. Now the eyes. One here. One here. You know what? I should have tried to put the wings on before I put the eyes. Let's see if we can do this. Wings are going to be a little awkward looking to begin with, because I got to put 2 on. It's going to look like the bunny rabbit ears to begin with. Nice bulbous. But once I flatten them. Now the other one. Yeah, I guess I'm doing a spring theme. Did a rabbit, now I'm doing a bee. And that's me. Spring is sprung and the sap. Here it is, February though. I guess I can't call it completely spring, but it has been a nice warm winter. I say that, and there's a threat of snow here in North Carolina. This hope. Here I am talking and not paying attention. I screwed that up a little bit, but I know I can fix it. I think I can fix it. Let's see here. And that's the thing that you will notice about me, is that I don't give up. I try to fix what I start so that you can see that you can fix what you start as well. I'm using a pair of wire cutters, and what happened was that the glass sort of stuck to where I didn't want it to stick at the moment. So I'm sort of going in there and cutting it off of the body and getting down to the nitty-gritty. That worked. There we go. Now all I have to do is just pinch that out again. There we go. I'm going to tweeze some texture into the wings. Crisscross. Got one direction, now I'm going to do the other. Well, of course it's not going to focus in for you, so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm going to do it to the other side as well. Laterally I'm going to press. Now longitudinally I'm going to press. And that should sort of give it a pattern. Of course, again, it's not going to focus. I'm going to have to get me a cameraman doing my camera work for me, considering the camera's right in front of my nose here. And you know, especially with my way of doing glass, I shoot from the hip and make it work so that you can see how to make something work yourself. There we go. I think that will be all that it can be. Ha 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 ha. Come on, focus. Oh, there we go. Now you can see the texture in the wings. And with that, I'm going to it's a little long. I'm going to make it a little longer, but I'm going to do this since I'm on a spring theme. I'm going to do a little flower, a little rose. This is what I call my tight bud type style. Oh yeah, don't forget to click like, click subscribe, and tell your friends about me. What is it? The 4 ways to telegraph, telephone. No, the 3 ways: telegraph, telephone, tell a woman. Now it's Facebook as well. Okay, this is going to be a tight rosebud. Here we go. It's that's going to be about the body of it. I'm going to sort of pinch. It's going to look like a head of cabbage. Pinch around. These are the outside petals. Very simple. There you go. Now, here's the trick. Let's kick it down a notch. Okay. Now the center. You always have that nice swirl, tight bud thing going on. This is where it happens. Well, that's a piece of quartz. That won't help. This'll do. This is where it happens. Heat up that nice bulbous thing in the middle. Touch. And twist. And now you got a nice swirl bud deal going on in the middle of that baby. And to give you a little idea what it looks like, okay, here's what it looks like. Of course, it's not going to focus. I don't know what I'm going to do about this, but I've got to learn how to refocus or something somewhere down the line here. But let's go ahead and I'm going to add some fume to it, silver fume. Nice yellow rose of Texas. And that will, the first part of the fuming, you got to get, first you warm it in. Like I'm waving this in, there's that little bulb of silver and you don't want it to jump off and go somewhere. And once you get it temp up, turns out I've got to pinch it a little. When it's been in there a couple of times, it sort of melted out a little bit. Sometimes the silver likes to recede into the glass itself. There we go. Oh yeah. I will show you pictures of this. I will take a picture of the three things that I did on this video, and it will be the cover to this picture. And I also will do pictures on my Facebook page with this, so that you can see what's going on. Oh, of course, here I am talking about things and screwing up where my lenses are. Now I'm going to do a really quick stem for this. Quick cold weld here to hold on to it. I'm going to thin this out. Of course the cold weld came off. Please leave comments down below, and if there's something that you would like to see made into a video or something to that effect, please don't hesitate to ask. Like yesterday, the guy that was watching me live said, "Hey, can you do a bee?" And I said, "Okay, let's try a bee." And I think I made it the best bee I could do at the moment. Okay, now I'm sort of stretching out the stem for this rose. Almost there. And I'm going to fume it out, and I'm going to put all of this stuff in the oven for later. Okay. Fire polish that chip out. There we go. Little leaf. Put two of them on there. One here. And another. It's fun doing that, sealing it on without losing the integrity of what you're doing it to. Yeah, it's starting to gravity is starting to work a little bit there, but we'll get there. That means that I at least sealed it in well. And there we are, the two leaves. And tilt that back just slightly. And we're going to go ahead and pull that off. It is good to see that you guys are out there and that you want to see me live, and I will be doing more live shows. And if anybody can give me some technical wizardry on how to make sure that you guys can do the live chat, I would appreciate the help. I ain't no more better known on ignorance of being what I'm doing than I can say that I do. And I say that meaningfully, that I am sometimes very ignorant with technology, but I do stumble my way through. Here are the three things that I did, and matter of fact, I can pick those first two up and show them to you. There's the rabbit. Here's the bee. Yeah, you can see the texture on those wings turned out really nice. And I'm going to just hold on to the back end of this guy. Well, I guess I'm going to hold on to the front end of this guy. Oh, yeah. And you can see that rose turned out really, really nice. And I'm glad that I had that chance to do that for you. And like I say, this is my spring theme in the middle of February. We'll get there. Thanks for being out there, guys. And as always, carpe vitro, and enjoy your day.